Roswell Flight Test Crew, here at Interdrone 2015. Click subscribe now to stay up with our updates from the show. And I'm talking to Rick Bowman from Go Professional Cases. How you doing, Rick?
Good to see you again, Patrick. It's always fun seeing you at these shows.
Good to see you too. Now I saw you've got something brand new here at the show. What is that?
So here at the show, we are introducing for the first time our 3D Robotics Solo Backpack.
Let's take a look.
So what we've got is the Solo in here, along with the radio and iPad, and then the GoPro and batteries for that. But we've got 6 batteries that you can bring along with your Solo. So we want to try to make this as easy to use and get out there for long hikes as you possibly can. And the thing is that we also help design the Solo backpack that 3D Robotics is selling themselves. But that's really an urban backpack. It's for getting around the city, and they really need a lot more room. They need to be able to throw a water bottle in. They need to throw in a lot of extra props. They need to throw in just a variety of things to get out for the day. And that's the thing is with our system, we've got on the inside we've got pouches, but on the outside we've got a big pouch on the outside, and then we've got a little small pouch for your small accessories, but you've got all your MOLLE system. And as you guys know, having your MOLLEs and being able to organize what you've got and what you're hauling is really a huge feature. And that's the big thing is between the Solo backpack with 3D Robotics and ours is we give you that opportunity to get out for the day.
Now, flipping this back open, I couldn't help but notice you've got this yellow cord connected to these little caps on the tops of the propeller shafts. What's that all about?
So the story is with these is that because of the backpacks out there have all this mesh on the inside, and all of these motors, for the most part, go into all of these areas. And we want to make sure that the threads are protected, just because of dirt and things like that that might get in it when you're out doing your walks. But we also want to prevent the shafts from damaging these areas, and so we just wanted to give more protection to it. So we designed and made these guys up, and they're universal, so they fit on a tremendous number of different copter motors. And it's so far they're proving to be pretty good, and people are just buying them directly off of our website, and we're getting great feedback on them.
Well, I always feel like you guys are in a great place to know sort of the pulse of the industry because you make cases for everybody. What other trends are you seeing that are big right now?
We're getting into the racers, and we're really excited about that. The community that is out there. One of the first ones that we really developed was for X-Hover. And Daniel's just a really great guy. If you don't know him, definitely check out X-Hover. But what we designed this with him is where we've got the radio in the bottom and then the goggles in the bottom. And then what we do, and the radio can go either direction. You can pop this little thing out right here and move it, put the radio the other direction if you have a long antenna. But we really want to try to keep the 2 cavities independent from each other as much as possible. And then we've got the top layer that's got all your batteries, your GoPro, your Mobius, whatever accessories you can possibly try to get into this small space. But what we're doing is we'll be selling as the market grows and as the variety of copters come along, you'll be able to just change these out. So all of you that have one racer right now, that you're going to buy another and another and another, and depending on what day it is, you may travel with a different one. So we're going to be able to change these guys out in very cost effective and really only have to buy one case and just really try to make it as easy and economical as possible.
So now, Rick, I also noticed you've got backpacks for the racers. How's that working out?
We found that from talking to people that was really a very important key to the whole racer market. And so we jumped on that right away also and tried to make it as universal. And the first people we worked with on that was Get FPV for their QAV 250. And they've had a phenomenal amount of success with that. And we tried to make this universal because they changed their arm lengths. So we have these little pluck out areas depending on which extension that they can pull out to fit your racer. So we did that, but what we're making a change. This format will probably continue, but the change from the feedback that we've been getting in the last few weeks, especially at the show now, and seeing so many people walk around with the racers, is we're going to start putting the radio on the inside, the goggles on the inside, and putting the batteries on the inside. So you've got all that standard accessory stuff on the inside, and everybody, as you guys do, as we just mentioned, love the MOLLE systems. So with the carabiner and clipping on to the FPV Racer, you can walk around with multiple FPV Racers depending on what has survived the last race, or what you're going out on a fresh side, and ready for the races and go out with 3 or 4 or 5 racers and just clip them all on. But what are you doing? You're for the most part using the same batteries, you're using the same goggles, you're using the same radio. So that's a change that we're probably going to start developing. It's going to give us a lot more versatility without having to really truly develop so many interiors.
So I'm seeing you guys pop up all over the place. Like I saw you're working with Splash Drone now, and Beck, what's going on there?
Urban Drones, which makes the Splash Drone. We're working with Beck's Hybrids, and I believe they're in the agriculture markets. We're working with UAV Solutions, which is right here. And so what we're really starting to do is a lot more OEM work. And we're really finding the pairing up with a lot of these companies and really starting to go into the first responders and all of those markets, and the Border Patrol is really a really good area. It's community oriented to some extent from that, also because we're all out there doing the good and trying to really make products that are really going to protect it for your fire departments and your police departments and all those kinds of guys. So we're really starting to get in the OEM markets, and right now we're working with over 24 different companies in OEM type products, and that's probably by the time I get home, I'm sure Jordan will have 3 or 4 or 5 more under his belt that he's working with, because that's moving very quickly because we're so well known in the quality of the products that we're designing.
Well, outstanding, Rick. Fabulous as always to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you very much for coming by.
All right, and from Interdrone 2015, this is the Roswell Flight Test Crew signing off.